right. Welcome everyone to session 14 of Myths of Gaea. Uh, uh, since it's been so long since we've actually played, I'm Sarah. I am the Myth Keeper of these sessions, also known as the Game Master, Dungeon Master, Lore Keeper, whatever you want to call me. But I think the last time we played was December 14th, if I remember correctly, or thereabouts. So it's been a while since we had our last session. So let me run through a couple of quick announcements really quickly. For those of you joining us live, thank you. For those of you who are later joining us on the VODs, thank you for joining us. If you want to know where to go, we stream, supposed to be the first Monday of the first Saturday of every month, but it usually gets pushed around a bunch. So we try to keep announcements going out as far as when we're playing, but usually first Saturday of the month. And you can find, if you want to know where you can find us, you can go to our website at rpgstorytelling.com, and at the very top on the right hand side you'll find the links to our Facebook page where we're streaming now, our Twitch page, as well as our YouTube Live, which is where you can find all of our videos on demand, so you can watch them anytime, as well as all of our Trapped in the Mists sessions, which occur most Tuesdays. Let's see. So we got a bunch of fun things there. We have a lot of new things that we've come up with since our last session. We have, we've kind of been updating our website a lot. We have a lot of blog articles on there that are a lot of generalized articles about D&D and TTRPGs and how to be a dungeon master, how to be a player. I'm starting a series of blog articles that started about a week or two ago, where we are working through the progression of developing campaigns and building from scratch, from basic idea all the way up through final release of products. So we've got that going. The next one that we'll be putting out is world building. That should be coming out hopefully in the next week, and with that we will have a world building workbook. It's like a little teaser version of a full guide that we are putting together that goes through all the steps of how to actually create your own campaign worlds for TTRPGs. It's a few hundred pages, and it's a lot of good stuff. Outside of that, we've got tons of merchandise on our website. We've got shirts, candles, posters, let's see what else, mugs, notebooks, stickers. I think there's some new cork coasters with our brand new official seal for the Lyceum of the Ancients, which is really cool. We've got candles, one for each of the characters. We've got stickers galore, shirts galore, everything. We even have a calendar for 2026 that you can get that features all of our wonderful characters and some lore from the world. And then if you are interested in learning more about Myths of Gaea and the development process for actually building this entire campaign world setting, you can jump over to our Patreon page, which is linked from our main website, and become one of our patrons and help support the growth and development of the entire campaign world, including subclasses, species, magic items, feats, backgrounds, pantheons, lore, history, everything that goes into it. So it's a lot. Let's see. So I think that covers pretty much all of the announcements that I had. Does anybody else have anything that they want to throw in there? Nope. All right, we'll go with that. So, guess that is the end of our announcements. So, let's go ahead and take a journey through the ages, into the deep past, back before the Renaissance, back before the medieval era, back before ancient Greek and ancient Rome, back 42,000 years into our past, as we dive into the pages of Myths of Gaea. It took more than 4 billion years for the planet to form, for the land to separate itself from the sea, for atoms to form cells which eventually gave rise to plant life and living creatures, for countless numbers of creatures to be born, live, die, and become forgotten memories of the past. But it has only taken 2,000 years for sentient, self-aware life forms to emerge from the retreating ice and glaciers as the Great Freeze finally came to an end. 2,000 years for those life forms to develop into communities, develop agriculture and animal husbandry, create civilizations and kingdoms, and learn to understand the differences between gods and devils, good and evil, friend and foe. For most, the world is still new, but for some, only the outside world is still young and barbaric, and for an even smaller few, the eons and epochs have been merely a single skip of a rock on a pond galaxies wide. As we close in on the present year of 1975, or 1975 years after the Great Freeze, or AGF for short, we find ourselves on the island continent of Hastlios, one of several continental landmasses on this great planet. Hastlios, the home of the ancient guardians against the possible tyranny and corruption of the gods who created them, of gods themselves. And as we zoom in even closer, we find our daring, adventurous party of champions on a quest to recover an egg that has been stolen. So, Arcturus, what happened last time?
So, last time we picked up the session with Arcturus being introduced in the Hall of Dawn with his squad. There's a little bit of chatter between him and his squad mates, where eventually Arcturus found a very nice-looking shield after having some form of communion with a higher being. He decided to try the shield on, and as he did, he was transported to some amount of distance beneath the waves as he made his way back to the top and started swimming. He just picked a direction and started going, because if not, you're just going to die in the ocean. And he was picked up by the Depth of Night, the ship, and the party. As the party was attempting to help rescue Arcturus from the water, a massive sea monster appeared. And we had to do battle very shortly with Cetus, the sea serpent. We started throwing some attacks at it. Nothing really hurt it or stuck. And then Gray hit it with a very clutch sleep spell, which put it to sleep and allowed us to escape. From there, we, as a group, kind of had chat with each other about generally who like Arcturus is, who you guys are, just the kind of the bullet points. Um, we are on the ship. Oh yes, Arcturus attempted to attune to his shield and was able to over one of those long rests. And we find ourselves headed towards a kingdom that I forgot the name of because there's a lot of those. But we're headed to a kingdom on the ship currently, chasing down the uh, egg of Frisayna.
Yes. Okay. So, get back to my notes. All right. So, as we zoom in on the third day of travel from Cragminster in the Brigala Empire north into the Nican Dynasty, with the morning, your ship comes in sight of a large city right on the coast. As your ship sails closer, you sail underneath a large archway that stretches up over even the tallest of ships. And you sail into the grand harbor of the city of Eclipsidon. And as you move forward, you find that most of the docks are rather full. Let's see, if we actually put you on the map, that would probably be a wonderful thing for you.
We should be long rested, right?
Yes, you are fully long rested.
I'm just gonna change some of my spells meanwhile. Okay.
So, as you come into the harbor, you see that there's quite a few ships in the harbor. Several are docked, or not even docked, they're just anchored in the middle of the harbor, because there's not really enough spaces for them at the docks currently. But you do manage to find one that is just big enough for your ship. And as the gangplank settles against wet stone with a hollow final sound, the harbor stretches before you in layered motion. Ships rocking gently against their moorings, cranes rising and falling in slow arcs, dock workers shouting across the wind as cargo shifts from deck to shore. At a glance, it is everything a port should be. But something in the rhythm does not hold. A crane pauses midway through its lift, then lowers its cargo again without explanation. Two clerks argue over a manifest, only to fall silent as though the disagreement has slipped from their grasp. A ship sits, ready to depart, sails prepared, crews waiting, yet no order is given. The work continues. It simply just doesn't resolve. No one greets you. No one stops you. But more than once, you notice someone watching. Just long enough to be certain of it, before turning back to their work. So as you descend off of the ship onto the docks, what would you like to do?
Well, folks, where should we go?
Do we have any leads on the egg specifically? Besides it being here, obviously.
Wasn't it being transported by Captain Arsha Howell?
Uh-huh.
Maybe we should try to find if anyone's seen their ship.
Maybe one of those clerks that's arguing over there.
I think it's a very good idea. I don't think I should ever be the one to talk. I have not spent my life practicing my social, like flexing those social muscles, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
So, yeah. If you need someone to, look scary in the back, I got you. That's about all I'm good for.
Sometimes flexing those muscles are all you need.
Yeah,
Sometimes they get you things socially, too.
it does sometimes work.
Mhm. Sometimes.
I'm sure we can find someone who's into that here.
And then sometimes it gets you in trouble.
Those are the best times.
I imagine we don't want trouble now.
Speak for yourself.
That's the thing, is Gray's always looking for trouble.
I'd try to have a smooth time over here.
I think you might be with the wrong group. We have a tendency to... How do I put this delicately?
Our group's name should be the Troublemakers. Who cause lots of trouble.
We muck things up. I'll just put it that way.
But we look pretty while doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, most of
Of
us.
course.
Right now, they're pretty much all of us, actually.
Okay. So there's tons of people walking around doing things. You can talk to anybody you like.
Well, why don't we go to one of those clerks and ask about the Foxclaw was the ship, I think.
Mm-hmm. So, as you look at the clerks, you see them kind of arguing back and forth between each other, looking at a book, like a ledger of some sort. And one of them looks extremely frustrated. And
If Rur was here, she could just sneak a look at the ledger, and we wouldn't have to talk to anybody.
mhm.
Say that like you don't like to talk to people.
Sometimes I like talking to people. Sometimes I like whacking people.
You always
What
leave
kind
with that?
do you mean?
Gray, you're probably the most charming among us. Do you want to see if you can wheedle some information out of these people?
Take insult to that.
So, one of the clerks looks very frustrated and is starting to get a little red in the face, and he, at one point, slams the book shut, stops talking, just turns around and starts heading down the dock toward a large building a little ways down.
Let's tell that book.
Right down there.
Okay.
Well, let's follow that guy and see what he's doing.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
But did he leave the ledger behind?
No, he's still got it in his hands.
Darn it.
Okay.
Not so lucky.
Are people? Is anybody looking at us at all?
I think we've been getting
Give me a
lots of
perception check.
looks.
I finally have a character who's good at perception.
Perception.
Roll this one. It's rolled 2 nat ones in a row. Surely it's not going to roll a third.
I got a 26.
Okay.
18.
And Freya?
Pulling up my character sheet because I forgot to do that apparently. And it's been way too long. I don't have her perception modifier memorized.
It's plus 20.
I highly doubt it. It's probably plus 0, but
Sarah's not going
plus
to say
0.
it's plus 20. Sarah will believe you.
So that's a whopping 2 from Freya.
Perfect.
That's close.
So, Freya, as
2
you look
plus 0.
Yeah. So, Freya, as you look around, you don't see anybody looking at you. You just feel that kind of creep factor, like
Yeah.
somebody's looking at you. But you look around and you don't see anybody looking at you. They're all minding their own business and going about their day. Seems like a lovely day here in Eclipsidon. Everyone else, yeah, there's definitely people like side-eyeing you. Not necessarily in like a mean or evil type way, more just like, who's that? What are they doing here? Where are they going? Are they going to get me in trouble? Am I going to get them in trouble? That type of thing.
Not
But
get
yeah.
a whole lot of. This is a port town. There's no way they don't get a whole lot of visitors here.
Hmm.
Is it because some of us are multicolored? We're like a special rainbow. We're getting just closer and closer every day to like the perfect rainbow.
Uh-huh.
We have red, we have pink, we have purple, we have green.
Are we more rainbowish than the general crowd
Blue.
here?
It's a
Got
pretty
blue.
good mix.
Is this a diverse town is my question, basically.
Yes, it
Or
is.
okay, good, alright, cool.
So, do we have an idea of why people are looking? Or I guess I can't ask this because I didn't notice that anyone was looking at us, but
No, that's a good point.
I mean, what are they doing? Like when they're looking at us, kind of side-eyeing us, does it look like they're doing anything particularly? I don't know. I don't know if affairs is the right word, but like, what is a general vibe here that they seem to be staring at us, despite, as was mentioned, this being a port town?
The vibe is that everybody is trying to do their jobs, but for some reason, there's just something about it that's just not allowing full resolution of those jobs.
Looking around, do I see anything of note, or is it simply us?
Let's see.
I'm hoping my 26 perception eagle eyes me onto whatever this may be.
Mm-hmm.
It's an entire town of neurodivergent people, and they cannot finish their tasks no matter what they do.
No, that's all right. Well, I don't have the Adderall spell yet, but I can work on it.
I prefer the Vivant spell.
Oh, my ex was on that.
Yeah. But as you're looking around, yeah, you see like cranes that'll pick up cargo off the dock, swing partly towards the ship, and then swing back and set it back on the dock, or vice versa, from the ship back to the ship. You'll see various ship crews that are ready to depart. They have their sails up, they've got the gangplanks up, they've got everything set and ready. They just haven't been given the order to go yet. You see the other clerk, the one that didn't head back towards the building, she is just feels like she is just like losing her mind with stress because it has just been chaotic to say the least. Let's see if I can find this. Wall of text, hello. Let's see. Is it? Almost there. Let's see. Alright, so you see her kind of just frantically looking through paper, checking cargoes, and double checking papers, and checking cargoes, and it seems like she's kind of not really distracted per se, but there's just something that's affecting her that's making things weird.
Just a real quick question, because you said people are like putting things on ships, taking things off ships.
Mm-hmm.
They're when things go off the ships, they're taking it somewhere else. They're not simply putting the same things back on and taking them off. I'm just wondering, is it a situation where people are trying to look busy but they're not, or are they actually busy?
They're actually busy, and at the same time trying to look busy when they are actually busy.
What kind of can I tell what kind of cargo they're loading and unloading?
Give me an investigation check.
Something else that Freya's probably not good at.
Can I join in on that?
Uh-huh.
And I'm gonna guide myself through this bitch. All right.
19 plus 0, so 19.
Okay.
That's better than the 2.
Most of it is crates, large boxes. You see a lot of barrels as well. That could be any manner of things. So could be.
It doesn't look like it's like Navy or something getting ready to depart.
Military Navy? No. These are mostly cargo ships, passenger ships, and things of that ilk.
I got 19.
Transporting perishables
I got a 23 on that
like
one.
fish or fruit.
There's definitely various cargoes throughout the entire dock that are foodstuffs, whether it be fruits, vegetables, or other foods and drinks. You see a couple of, or probably several crates coming off of one ship labeled Dragon's Blood Winery.
But does any of the food look spoiled? Like it's been sitting there for way too long?
Not that you can tell.
Okay.
Or smell?
If
Yes. Fish has been sitting out for days, might be,
Mm-hmm.
If no one else wants to take the lead, I'll walk up to the clerk.
Okay.
I have a +0 to charisma, but But if no one else is gonna do it, then I'm just gonna He's like, "Excuse me, madam."
Yes. Can I help you?
Yes, I've just arrived. I just noticed you from afar. You seem to have such a strange aura around you today. What's going on?
It's been a day. There was some cargo came in earlier that it's just kind of thrown everything off. It's just been a really weird day. I don't even know how to describe it really. It's just been off. There's not really any other way to really put it. But it's I feel like there's just been so much, and we're kind of understaffed today, and she's just like frantic and ADHD on steroids, and she just isn't clear on what all is going
on. I'm gonna do like one of these whole just around her. It's, your chakras do seem off today.
They do, don't they?
Mm-hmm. Tell me about this cargo. You said it started when that when that arrived. What was it exactly?
I'm not really sure what it was, to be honest. They came through, or the ship docked. Something got unloaded, and
the ship wouldn't have happened to be the Hawk's Claw, would it?
And she goes back through her list, flipping page after page after page in her ledger, and honestly, I can't tell you. I don't seem to have a record of it.
What did the ship look like?
Like all the other ships.
So she isn't neurodivergent, because then she would definitely know.
Look, she might be into dinosaurs, not ships.
Okay, fine. Well, she works in a shipyard.
Really, the only thing that I can really remember about it was that the cargo kind of screamed without making any sound.
The cargo did what?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Did the egg do that we know of?
No. I've seen a few outfits that screamed things without saying anything, but not cargo.
Was it like an animal noise, or?
Like I said, it sounded like it screamed, but there wasn't any actual audible sound coming from it. It's more just and she's like struggling for words.
Where did this cargo go?
I honestly don't know. I have no record of it even. It's like they got off and they disappeared.
Does she seem like she's under some kind of spell?
Give me either an insight or an arcana check.
I'm going to Arcana of the Power of Guidance. Okay, that is a 16 before guidance. Plus one more, 17.
Okay.
That street vendor has very good cookies, by the way.
Okay, remind me of your question.
Does she seem like she's under the influence of a spell?
Oh, no. Not really. It's more like something unnatural or supernatural or preternatural kind of moved through the area and just left a remnant of offness that just kind of threw everything off kilter.
Kind of wish I
Does it
had
seem-
back already.
Does it seem like something that the egg could do, or are we thinking it's something else?
Is that for me or for the party?
Anybody who wants to answer it.
Well,
I don't
it's
think
quite
we're really aware of
possible
the
the ship
powers.
had other magical goods on it.
Yeah.
That's what they specialize in.
When Greer and I were chasing the Hawk's Claw, did we experience anything like what she's talking about?
Not that you remember, no.
Okay. Because I think we were the two that got the closest to whatever might have been on that ship.
Mm-hmm.
So you two got the closest, huh? Not even here, it's not fun.
And as you're having this conversation, the harbor bell rings from the tower above the eastern docks. A few moments later, another bell answers from somewhere deeper in the city. Then another.
What are the bells for? I'll ask any person who looks local.
And then another bell rings. And they're... most of them are kind of semi in a what's a good in a good order of timing, but some of them just feel like the timing is just wrong of when they're rung. Like the first bell in the harbor goes off, then a few seconds later the next bell goes. We'll say it's like 10 seconds between the first and second bells, and then the third bell will be 7 seconds, and then the fourth bell will be back to 5 seconds, and then the next bell will be 6 seconds, and then 5 seconds, and then 4 seconds, and they're just kind of just off in timing.
Has anybody answered the question about the bells that was just asked?
Yeah, I was getting there. I just wanted to finish the description first.
And then can I, if I use a use of my divine sense, can I sense any like lingering whatever might be causing this? If it's caused by one of the things that divine sense would detect?
Okay. Gray, as you kind of ask this question of what do the bells mean, the clerk just say, normally it's a time thing, but it's not the right time for the bells. Clockmaster's probably drunk again.
All of them?
I guess
There's
as
just
good
a
as
lot of
mine.
bells. Someone's got to be in those other towers ringing them. Are they all simultaneously drunk?
You'd have to ask them, to be honest. I'm just taking guesses.
And this happens often?
No, it's been the last day or so. And during all of this conversation and the ringing of the bells and everything, you're starting to definitely get the impression that there's just something off about everything that's going on right now.
Did the bell
The other
start
ship
ringing?
had, what, a day's lead?
Mm-hmm. Day or two. Yeah.
You said the bell started ringing like this for a day or so now. Was this after the strange cargo arrived?
Definitely.
And you said you don't remember which direction they went in, correct?
No.
Do you know anyone who may?
You might check with Jorik over in the Harbor Master's office. He might have some idea.
Do you remember which ship it came from? Or which dock?
And she puts her hand up on her forehead. Goes, I'm sorry. I'm kind of out of it right now with all these ships needing to get in and out, and it's just chaos. You should go talk to Jorik. He might have better answers than I could.
Oh, thank you. How much longer is your shift today?
I just started.
Oh, I'm so sorry. It seems like you're gonna have a long day. Tell you what, make sure when you get home you have a nice cup of jasmine tea and an Epsom salt bath. It'll make all your worries go away. I think you need it. And then I'll leave.
I'll do that. And let's see. Shop was it? Yeah. And she says, "Yeah, I'll probably stop by the Glow Herb Hall on my way home and pick up some herbals." But yeah, go talk to Jorik over at the main office, and he should be able to get you in the right direction. I'm sorry I wasn't able to be more help.
You are plenty. Do not worry.
All right. And then she turns and goes back to a set of a pile of cargo that's been sitting on the docks there, hooked up to a crane that in the time it took you to get from the ship to her, finish the entire conversation, the crane has picked the cargo up and set it back down 2 or 3 times, just waiting to put it on the ship.
Wait, the same cargoes are putting it up and down?
Same cargo.
So they are wasting time.
Well, it's like I said, everything's just off. Everybody's doing their work. They're getting to the point of almost done, and then they have to wait for something that just doesn't happen.
How long ago did those bells ring?
It's probably been maybe 4 or 5 minutes.
Okay, cool. Does anybody have the tech magic prepared?
Yes.
Mind ritual casting it? I think there's some fuckery going on, obviously. Worst comes to worst, I
will
have to spell
cast it.
magic.
I'll cast detect magic. Can't echo wrong whatsoever.
Ritual or spell slot?
Ritual. I'm not gonna spell slot.
I don't know your
I
life.
can wait 10 minutes. Have some cookies. They're delicious.
Wait, what did she say the name of the guy was? Jorik?
Jorik.
Jorik. Right. We should probably head his direction right after this.
Okay. So we head down to the Harbor Warden's office.
Did my divine sense turn anything up?
Various things pinged here and there, but
Not
Nothing-
any like lingering sense of
No.
something bad. Okay.
Nope. Alright. I've got several documents open. I'm trying to find the right one. There it is. Okay. So, approaching the harbor warden's office feels different from approaching any other building. The ledger smells of cargo and ink. The harbor let's see, let me skip that. The building stands near the working edge of the Grand Harbor, positioned to overlook enough water to matter and enough docks to remind everyone who is watching. Its lower levels are practical: wet stone floors, benches for waiting captains, posted fee schedules, tide charts, sealed notices, and clerks behind counters scarred by years of fists, rings, knives, and dripping sleeves. Its upper rooms hold map tables, signal boards, harbor models, and windows angled toward the quays. Sound defines the place. Bells ring from outside. Boots strike wet stone. Messengers come and go with tide slates. Captains argue in half a dozen accents. Clerks call vessel names. Pilots report wind shear, broken moorings, shoal drift, suspicious lights, and crews too drunk to depart safely. Somewhere, almost always, someone is demanding to speak to someone with real authority. The crowd is tense because everyone waiting there is losing time. Ships cost money by the hour. Crews must be paid. Cargo may spoil. Weather may turn. A missed tide window can delay departure by a full day. Unlike many government offices where delay is frustrating but abstract, delay here is visible and expensive. The emotional experience is one of pressured order. The office is not chaotic because no one is in charge. It is chaotic because too many urgent things are true all at once. A damaged fishing boat needs emergency repair. A merchant vessel claims priority due to perishables. A mobile courier ship demands immediate clearance. And so many more. And the harbor master's office must decide, and every decision creates enemies. But as you enter, you see several clerks back behind the desk, or the I guess the best way to put it is desks, where they're kind of working with ship's captains and crews and things to get things moving. And back in the back, you see one man sitting at a desk, reviewing a ledger repeatedly, moving between the same pages with growing frustration. He hasn't noticed you yet, but you see him, and this is the same one that was out on the docks talking to the other clerk you were just talking to. What do you do?
We go talk to that guy?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you approach him directly, or do you ask?
I'm just gonna approach him directly.
Okay.
Hello, sir. What has you so frustrated?
Sorry, I didn't see you there. I've been trying to track a piece of cargo that I can't seem to find a record of. It's extremely frustrating because I know that it was here. I checked it in myself, but there's just no paperwork for it anywhere. Was there something that I could help you with?
Oh,
Tracking a cargo that no one seems to know has gone through here.
oh, actually, that reminds me of the same story the young lady outside told me. Some strange cargo arrived and things have been odd ever since.
Yeah, there was a piece of restricted cargo that came in, I believe it was yesterday. It passed through quickly under sealed authorization. At the time, nothing seemed urgent about it, it was only afterwards the details begin to kind of feel off, feel wrong. The speed of the transfer, the routing designation that seemed outdated, and a weight entry that didn't match the expected size of the container. And then when I went back to find the record again this morning, it was gone. Not removed, not damaged, just gone.
Did you speak with anyone from the crew from that ship?
Are you kidding? I haven't reported this to anyone because doing so would mean admitting a failure I can't even explain.
No. I meant the person who dropped off the cargo. You didn't speak to anyone from that group?
No. It came under registered seal, and I checked paperwork. I know I checked the paperwork, but it's just gone now.
Is anything coming up on Gray's Detect Magic?
Nothing. Yeah, I've just been going through all of my logs, checking all of my files. I've rummaged through my desk more times than I can count, and all the records are just gone. The only thing I can think of is that the only thing I can think of is that maybe the shipment may have been routed through one of the older warehouses near the lower harbor.
Did you see the cargo?
No?
Go ahead, sorry.
No, go ahead.
You didn't see the cargo, did you see the cargo go in that direction or in any direction in particular?
No, it was pretty busy yesterday, so I checked the cargo in and then I just went about my job and didn't give it any more mind.
You don't happen to remember the name of the ship, do you, by any chance?
And he
Or
starts
would
flipping
you
through his book again.
recognize it if you heard it?
See, these are the pages for yesterday, but the entry's just gone. There's not even a blank space for it. It's just gone. Would you by chance know the name of the ship? I'm not sure why you would, but
Does the Hawk's Claw sound familiar?
yes, that was the ship.
I think Arcturus is just to double check the answer of, the Hawk's Claw. Arcturus has an idea. He's just going to pull out of his, one of his little, utility belt pouches, just a little bit of charcoal. May I see the ledger?
Sure, here.
I'm just going to put a piece of paper on top of the ledger and just very carefully dust it with rub it with charcoal, so we can see potentially what was written on the page that got taken out.
If the page got taken out and it wasn't removed with magic.
Yes.
Yeah, there's no pages removed. There's no damage to any of the pages or the writing anywhere. That line is just gone. And there's not even a blank space. It's like one entry, next entry. There's no space in between for a missing entry.
So it's been wiped by magic of some sort, it sounds like.
I think so.
It's never there.
Or
it's possible anyways.
Because you said you made the entries, so it wasn't that someone was bribed to not enter it. It's been removed somehow.
I don't even know. Like I said, it was there. I know the shipment was real. I know it. I passed through the system.
we believe you. That's not a.
Gone.
We believe you. We also have a vested interest in finding that cargo. That's why we're here.
I'm not even sure what to do. The Hawk's Claw, it didn't even stay in port very long. It departed pretty quickly.
Do you have any idea where they were bound next?
I have no idea. When things come in through registered seal and authorization, we usually don't give it much mind. We usually just let it do its thing. And I think the ship was just part of it.
Was there... Explain this registered seal thing.
So...
Is it...
So occasionally pieces of cargo will come through under what we call registered seal authorization that are, for lack of a better way of putting it, classified in some way so that the government or other entity of high standing, whether it be government or nobility or some other agency, has deemed that this cargo should just get right through the system. Us with the registered seal authorization does is it just gets it right through the system.
Exempt from like a customs inspection or import taxes or anything like that.
Yes.
Okay. What kinds of people would have the authority to send something registered seal? Like a member of a royal court? Like a chamberlain, perhaps?
Members of courts, government agencies. It's not officially known, but I'm pretty sure that there's at least a few, let's say, underworld factions that
Interesting.
may have that ability.
So, hypothetically speaking, the Talon Syndicate?
I suppose it's possible.
Okay. Well, thank you. This has been very, very helpful and very informative. We very much appreciate your assistance.
My pleasure. Was there anything else I could do for you?
Well, we are going to attempt to track down this cargo, and I can promise you that if we are successful, we will let you know so that you can amend your records and keep everything above board.
And speaking of that, you mentioned the warehouse you think we should potentially look into.
We usually just call it Warehouse 9, but other entities have different names for it.
What makes you think this warehouse is of interest?
That's just something that I had heard. Or it's more of a guess than anything else, that maybe it was taken there.
Who'd you hear that from?
Well, nobody really. It's just, like I said, it's just a thought that maybe it was routed through the older warehouses.
And can you show us where that is, please?
Let's see, I'm trying to find it on my map. I built this map in a real big hurry and just 10 billion things on it. Let's see. Shattered engine. Let's see. It is on here somewhere. I know it is. I will find it, I promise. It is in here.
Or is it? Maybe you forgot to put it in.
Oh no, it's definitely in here. Because I made the map first and then I did all my things. So some of the older warehouses are more inland, so they're not right on the docks. So they get taken from the docks further inland to other warehouses and storage facilities. And he says that from here you would head northeast, and it's just a little bit out of the main city, just past the walls. So he says head northeast in this direction.
I can't see what you're doing.
Yep. So it's in this direction. Let me see if I can get a better, brighter ping. There we go.
Pinging the right layer.
Yeah, because I don't. Either that or the map is so big that I truly cannot see where you're pinging.
I see it. On the right side? Top right?
Yeah. More up towards the top right corner of the map.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
How long would it take for us to get there? Oh, okay, now I see it.
There.
How long would it take us to get there?
Well, he's just guessing that might be a possible place, but if you walk through the city, maybe half hour to an hour, depending on if you decide to stop anywhere.
I mean, we don't have any other leads at all, so this plan.
Yeah.
So,
I suppose we'll do that then.
okay. And is there anything that you would like to do while you're in the city? heading in that general direction. Shopping, drinking, sleeping, etc.
Well, if Cassie was here, but I'm not gonna go on a bender without Greer.
Mm-hmm.
It just wouldn't be fun.
It wouldn't. Aw.
I think Arcturus is just here for the ride. He's just taking everything in because he hasn't really left Dracathios before for any like extended amount of time. So like this is all new to him.
Okay. So map out the direction that you would like to go on the map.
Okay, so we're here. Or need to go like what, up to here somewhere?
Somewhere in that area.
Okay.
So about a mile and a half-ish. And normally it would take you maybe 20-30 minutes, but walking around corners and sightseeing and things like that takes you a little bit longer. And there's a lot of things to see here in Eclipsidon. Let's see. You've got shops of various different types. You've got taverns and inns. You've got government agencies. You've got various landmarks like parks and graveyards and things like that. You've got religious institutions and shrines and temples. You've got various estates. Criminal agencies, guilds, theaters, everything.
I'm going to keep my mind and my awareness open for any like nudges that the sword might want to give me as we're going along.
Okay. Sounds good.
That often seems to point me in the right direction, so
So far.
just mentally checking in occasionally, being like, what do you think of this place? Do we need to go in here? No? Okay.
I have a weird question, DM. Typically in the DM, I think it says in the DMG that you can hire, like, spellcasters are one of the, like, services that can be hired in cities. What are the... Actually, before I ask that, I'll ask the group. Does anyone have the ability to send messages over great distances? No?
Nope.
Checking?
Let me double check what I have.
Because I would love to check in with my order so they don't hunt me down as a heretic.
I imagine that's not
I
a
have no.
If not, I can probably DM. If we don't have it, what would it cost to have someone do a sending for me?
Let's see.
Totally forgot what they put in the DMG.
I think there are rules for that sort of thing.
Yeah, there should be.
Sarah, do you have the Dungeon Master's Guide handy?
Uh-huh.
Okay. If not, I have one.
Spell creating magic item.
Yeah. The only party member that can learn it is our cleric, because it's third level spell.
Yeah, I don't have it yet.
It's bard, cleric, and wizard, third level.
Mm.
So
Oh, so you
I
could.
have it.
So you could prepare it. You just don't have it prepared today.
Let's see.
Because you're 5th level as a cleric, so you should have 3rd level spells.
Yeah, I don't have it prepared right now, but I can prepare it.
Alright.
Okay.
Well, that should, as long as you're not worried about getting it out today, then
I think we're good.
yeah.
If they find me within the day, I was fucked to begin
You
with.
have bigger problems.
Yep.
Yeah, I am on the other side of the planet. We're good. We're not that good.
Speak for
Unless-
yourself.
Yeah, maybe they're really good when they want to hunt their own.
Maybe.
Well, it is easy to hunt someone who you know like exactly how they think, so yeah. I imagine it would be actually kind of not difficult to predict our behavior. Lifetime of molding.
Freya knows how that goes.
We should continue on. I'm good. If as long as I can send that out tomorrow, then I'm completely good.
Yeah, I just have to rest and prepare it. Then we can do it.
All right. Sounds good.
Okay. So, as you leave the Harbor Warden's office, you pass by Sea Banner Lodgings, you pass by Needlewright Hall, Blossom Court, you pass by the Verdant Steep Hall, and the Crown Exchange, which is like an open air market, think farmer's market type thing. And then there's the Gilded Stage. And then from this point, would you want to go east and then north, or northwest and then northeast?
Let's go northwest and northeast. That's my vote, at least.
That works for me.
Fine with that?
Sure.
So you
A literal walk in the park.
literally.
Stop and smell the roses.
And now you're kind of getting up into the more affluent neighborhoods. You got the Lorekeeper's Hall and Arcanist Conclave. Got Tradeward Provisions, the Slumbering Worm, Veilglass Hall.
How you doing? Can you bring me something to drink? What? Cherry Dr. Pepper.
And then
Please. Thank you.
you get up to the Sunward Gate right up here. And it's most of the people you've seen out on the streets walking around, going about their daily lives and business, seem mostly unfazed. They're just doing their thing. Get up here to the Sunward Gate, and excuse me, the guards that are standing there are... They seem a little off. Almost like most of the people down at the docks.
So the item came through here.
Looks that way.
Hopefully that means we're on the right track.
Although it does pose a question: if we get close to this, will we have this same effect on us?
Would a spell like Protection from Evil and Good be likely to have any effect on this?
Give me an Arcana check.
I'm gonna ask our resident druid.
We have a warlock too and a cleric.
Oh yeah, who's the best at Arcana? Who would be the go-to person for magic questions?
I mean, you could ask.
Mine's actually not that great.
Yes, Ernest.
Well, you could all roll. I mean,
Basically, everyone but Arcturus can roll this one.
okay. I'll roll Arcana, and I rolled a 4 plus 5 is 9. So even if I guide myself, I don't expect good results. I got a 12 total.
You know that the spell does certain things, but you're not 100% sure if it would work in this case.
Well, I rolled a 17, so that's not too bad. It's flat 17.
It might do something for you, but you're not exactly sure which side of the coin you're protecting against. You're not even 100% sure what's really going on yet.
No, we've got no idea what's going on, but in an effort to preemptively protect ourselves from whatever influence seems to be throwing everything else off, it's an idea. I mean, worst case scenario, waste a spell slot.
Yep.
That only lasts 10 minutes, though.
And it targets one person, so you have to choose your person carefully.
Yeah.
I think Saoirse can probably cast it as well. And I
All right.
think
What else do we see here?
What else are you seeing here?
Yeah, besides, like, what else is there of note here?
You got a few stables. Let's see. That's the Blacksrite Hall. You got the Glow Herb Hall, which is the place that the cleric or the clerk told you about right there, where she's gonna pick up some herbs for teas and stuff. It kind of goes
there
into
anything-
more pastoral.
Saoirse, are there any like medicinal herbs or anything you need to get while we're in port?
I don't think so.
Let's see. So, everybody give me a perception check.
13.
Okay.
16.
Okay.
No, wait, 15, sorry.
21.
Okay. So for the most part, you're perceptive enough to see that there are several other groups that they don't look like groups of military. They don't look like groups of guards. They're dressed as normal citizens, but they're in small groups of like 3 or 4, maybe 5, that are kind of going all about this area right now. And they seem like they are determined to find something.
Approach them and find out what they're doing. Hi there. Excuse me.
What can I do for you?
What are you up to? Are you looking for something?
Just trying to find something.
Do you need help?
I think we've got it, thank you. And he turns and just walks off.
Well, that was rude.
Tables in case you want to park your horse. Sorry, putting the cart before the horse.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't get tickets?
Did my horse make the sea journey? Because I wasn't here for that.
Yes.
Okay. Then I will
Sure.
find somewhere to stable my horse.
Okay. There's quite a few stables.
Should we look for a decent inn somewhere along our route to stay at?
What time is it, DM?
At this point, it is probably in the neighborhood of like 10 or 11 in the morning.
Okay.
So if we're going to find a place to stay, then I'll find a stable near a good inn.
You always send Greer to go find ourselves a place to stay. Then we can blame her when she gets back if they're terrible.
Let's see. Since you would have had the horse with you, let's see. Trying to find a good stables down here in the city. I mean, there are stables right there where you are. You've got Glowhoof stables, Ironman stables. A few others. Anyone in particular?
Like I said, if there's a good inn that we could get a recommendation for, that has a stable near it, that would probably be the best.
Let's see. Stables. So much. There are so many locations on this map. So we got Highbell Stables here. Glowward Stables. Or Glowhoof Stables there. Got Iron Maid Stables. I think Iron Maid is more upscale for the richer people. Sorry, my nose is going crazy. Pins and like everything here. So yeah, got a few things like right there in that area. So I guess you can just pick one and we'll go with it. So which one would you like?
I guess this closest one.
The one, the Glowhoof Stables?
Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty.
And if we decide to stay somewhere else, I can always reclaim and move my horse.
Yep, so you bring the horse up and you're met by a broad-shouldered man with tired eyes, a trimmed beard, and the unhurried calm of someone who has learned that panic is contagious. He's dressed in layered wool and leather with a lantern keyring at his belt and a habit of rubbing lampset between his fingers and thumbs while thinking. He comes over to you and says, yes, looking to board your horse for the night?
Yes, please.
Fabulous. Yeah, bring it on in. We've got a stall right here for him. Get him nice and fed. Be 5 gold a night.
Okay.
And was there anything particular about your horse that you wanted us to pay special attention to?
He's my best friend, so please take good care of him.
Oh, absolutely. And what about this other horse that you have, pointing at Greer? Was she staying here as well?
No.
They're more than friends. That one she takes with her.
Well, no, we're not. Where's Cassie when I need her?
She likes to have a people room.
All right, to each their own. All right, so that's 5 gold a night. Did you have a particular length of time that you wanted to board?
We'll just go one night for the time being.
Got it. All right.
Did you summon your horse yet?
No.
I think it'd be really annoying having it disappear from the stables. And also funny.
So, you get the horse stabled. What next?
Guess we continue on our quest to the warehouses.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So
I forgot that word for a second.
Yeah.
Been there, done that. Alright, so you get up to about here and you see a couple other groups similar to the last one. Mainly sticking to shadowed areas or alleys or other places that they can remain low-key. Let's see. Okay. So, where would you like to start looking? Because there's several buildings around here that look like they might possibly be for storage or warehousing.
Would it be possible to, like, does it look like there's people acting weird in a particular direction as opposed to the others? Because we can follow the trail of weird people.
So, the activity that you're kind of seeing, let's see, do this one, is kind of all within. Whoa, that's huge. All within that area. So that's the area that you're kind of looking at.
But like all the warehouses in that area, or is it like a
Well, it's-
particular?
There's residences, there's businesses, there's storage type buildings. There's nothing like huge warehouse like we have nowadays, but there are buildings that look like they could possibly be used for storage.
And like, if we were to like walk around, is there like a trail of weirdness that we can follow? Like, okay, people are acting more normal over here, so let's not go in that direction. That kind of stuff.
So you see more people gathered kind of over in this neck of the woods.
Who are acting strange?
Well, they're not really acting strange per se. That's where a lot of the groups are kind of focusing, is in this area. So, all up in this area by the Shadow Den, Azure Boar Hall, the Glow Spire, Clock
Mhm.
Tower, that kind of intersection area there.
Okay, do you guys want to go in that direction?
Suppose.
Sure.
And which direction are you
That
going
works.
towards?
Where you said the people were like gathering up or something.
Yeah, it's kind of mainly in that area right there. That's where most of the groups are kind of looking around for things. So is there a particular location that you want to go to?
I guess it's upstairs, just so we can pick something.
Okay, Azure Boar Hall. Alright, so the Azure Boar Hall is let me see. So the first sensation you get upon entering Azure Boar Hall is heat. It traps warmth from bodies, hearths, lamps, and kitchen smoke until the air feels almost physical. Smell is dense and immediate. Blue fire ale, spilled beer, roasted pork, charred onions, damp wool, boot mud, lamp oil, sweat, old wood, and the faint coppery trace of blood scrubbed from the floorboards, but never fully forgotten. The hall smells like people who worked too hard and came here before deciding whether to go home. The common room is broad, low-beamed, and scarred by use. Tables are heavy enough to survive being shoved. Benches are built for bodies in work clothes. It's more of a working person's tavern.
Here may be a good place to try to gather intel. Or we could just move on.
Or just go get a drink.
Or that.
My drinking buddy isn't here.
This just feels like a heavy drinking situation. We'd probably fit in better.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know who's always got intel on what's going on in a town is the bartender.
True.
Yep.
If this doesn't work out, I kind of want to look at Glow Basket Provisions.
Okay.
It just feels like a place that, I don't know. I just have a feeling about it.
Okay. Sounds good. So, you're inside. What would you like to do? Anyone?
If I do the talking, we're gonna get into a fight. So
Yeah, but someone else will do the talking. So if it's just do it. If we get in a fight, we get in a fight. We can't also do nothing, you know.
yeah.
My brain is not functioning at 100% right now. Because I've been drowning in homework.
Like my character isn't no charisma either, but like I took a chance earlier.
I'm starting to fight a migraine, so I'm struggling a little bit right now.
Well, we can end
So
our
the party talkers are just having a
Uh-huh.
right. I'll give it a shot. I really wish Cassie was here, because this would be something that Greer would be very helpful with. But I'm gonna do my best. I guess I'm gonna go up to the tavern keeper
Okay.
and order us all a round of drinks.
Mm-hmm.
And then mention, so we're new in town, and I can't help but noticing that there's some... Is everyone all right? It seems like people are a little off kilter. Is that normal for here, or is there something going on?
And as he turns around to take your order and to start the conversation, you see that he's a heavy-built man, thick arms, a voice that can cut through the hall without shouting or without sounding strained. Looks like he might even have a broken nose. He turns around and says, "Hey, that was ales for everyone, right?"
Yes, please.
All right. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 Blue Fire ales. A few of you look a little on the skinny side. Should probably get you some food as well. But you said you were asking why are people acting strange? Is that what you were asking?
Yeah. And I don't know that strange is quite the right word, but people just seem a little off. When our ship arrived in port, the dock workers seemed kind of overwhelmed, and then I've just been noticing... Is everybody just having a collective bad day, or is this normal for, I lost the city's name.
Is everyone here
Eclipse
grumpy, or what's really going on?
That's it.
To be honest, you'd have to ask them down at the dock what's going on. We're just having a normal day up here.
Interesting. Yeah, nobody down at the dock seems to really know what was going on, except, I guess a strange ship came into port. Have you had any sailors who might have come in on that ship in here? I don't know whether you've heard anything.
Haven't seen
I know a
sailors.
man like yourself has his ear to the ground, I'm sure.
Well, of course, it's always to the ground. I know things most people would rather me not know, but as far as sailors, no, we haven't seen any of them around.
Do you
What about
know
pirates?
Well, we're all a little bit of a pirates, aren't we?
Somewhat
You're
of
right.
us.
I steal hearts.
Excellent thing to steal. But, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure there's things around here that I might know about.
Any recent cargo you've seen come through here?
Perhaps. And he's kind of got his hands kind of together, just laying on the bar, open, almost as if he's waiting for something.
I'll throw a gold at him.
Don't throw it at him.
I don't mean like literally.
And he takes it, closes his hand, kind of pulls it back, drops it behind the bar. There's a piece of cargo that came through yesterday afternoon.
That would be about the time that the people we're looking for came in.
Good for you.
Do you know where this cargo went?
And his hands remain on the bar, open.
Who has the gold that we got from the Empress?
I think it's in my bag of holding.
I thought that was already split because I have a good amount of gold, so I figured it was.
Not I.
Or wait, do I have a bag of holding in this game? I don't know.
I'll just put another gold there for my pile. Like,
Okay. Yes. Box came through yesterday afternoon. Didn't stop here. Just kind of went over. I think it went over towards the old farmhouse
Warehouses.
over there.
Was it about
specific
yay
one?
big? And I'll kind of motion the size of the crate that the egg was in.
It might have been about that size, yeah.
Did he point us towards a specific warehouse?
Nope.
The old. He just said an old farmhouse.
Oh, I heard warehouse. My bad. Okay. Did
I
he point
said warehouse, but
Yeah, it was farmhouse.
Did he point us to a specific farmhouse?
Nope. His hands remain on the bar, open, waiting.
Give me one moment.
In this place, information doesn't come free.
This guy only talks for shinies.
Cool. I'm gonna use a free casting of Detect Thoughts.
Okay.
So, for the duration, you can read the thoughts of certain creatures when you cast a spell, and as your action on each of your turns until the spell ends, it lasts for a minute. You can focus your mind on any one creature that you can see within 30 feet of you. If the creature you choose is an intelligence of 3 or lower, doesn't or doesn't speak any language, it's unaffected. You would initially learn the surface thoughts of the creature and what is most on its mind at the moment. As an action, you can either shift your attention to another creature or probe deeper. If you probe deeper, the target must make a wisdom saving throw. If it fails, you gain insight into its reasoning, if any, its emotional state, and something that looms large in its mind. If it succeeds, the spell ends. Either way, the target knows. I'm not going to probe deeper. I just that since we are talking about this cargo, I want to see what his surface level thoughts are on this.
Okay. So surface level thoughts are, I guess, only one of these people has got some sense of how things are done. He's definitely a cheapskate, but he knows how they're done. Just kind of wishing that the rest of them would kind of catch on.
Mm-hmm.
And he just keeps thinking those types of thoughts over and over.
Okay. I'll drop 10 gold into his hands.
And he'll take it, kind of sweep it back behind the bar and drop it. You don't ever hear it fall on the floor or clink against anything, so it's think in a pocket or something. But he doesn't say anything, but he leans in really close to you, Arius.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, "You didn't hear this from me, but there's some funny things going on over there at the farmhouse just beyond the trees over there." And he points towards what on the map is called Shadow Den.
Mm-hmm. What kind of funny things?
Oh, comings and goings, disappearances, that type of thing.
And this has been since before the cargo, or?
It's been going on for as long as I can remember.
And the cargo itself does have anything to do with this, you believe?
Perhaps. Never saw where it actually went, just saw it come through the area.
Understood. And then with the detect thoughts again, trying to get a surface level thought, so I get anything in addition?
Nope. He seems a little more agreeable towards you now that you gave him the extra 10.
When he whispered that to me, did anybody in my party hear, or specifically just me?
Just you.
Okay. Give me a moment while I speak with my colleagues. I'll be right back, and I'll just explain that to everybody and just let them know in a whisper as well.
Take your time. I'll get the drinks and food ready and bring them right out to you. And he turns around and starts prepping.
Okay, so it sounds like we need to go to this farm and check it out.
Farm. Delightful.
Sounds good to me. Does it, from a distance, did it look like it was in ruins, DM, when we passed through earlier?
Not necessarily ruins, but it's probably not one of the newer buildings in the neighborhood.
Okay. Interesting. All right.
After several minutes, a woman comes out, and she's carrying a tray with drinks and food for all of you, and comes and sets it down. And, all right, that'll be. Let's see. Let me count them all up. 8 gold for the lot of it.
I'll give her 10 and say, you and the master there keep that.
Much obliged. Thank you very much. Enjoy the drinks and food. Let me know if you need anything else. So you've got some food, meager stew, basically, and there are 6 blue fire ales on the table in front of you.
Around.
Arcturus immediately starts digging in, and he is eating probably quicker than you would expect. Got that high metabolism.
Okay. And as you start to drink the blue fire ale, it's dark, it's sharp, brewed with a mineral bitterness that leaves warmth spreading through your chest, and poor decisions forming behind your eyes. But otherwise, it is tasty. It goes down smooth.
Okay.
Iris will probably just slowly drink it.
Okay.
He's not like chugging it or anything like that.
So, after this, we're gonna head to where they said. Any plans on how we approach?
Run at them and yell, give us the egg, bitches.
Not sure that's quite the
It could be effective.
way to approach it. I think maybe going and poking around first would be good.
As in poking around without them knowing we're there, or trying to insert ourselves somehow?
Sneaky poking.
Or bluffing, poking. We could go either way.
Hmm.
There's a lot of poking going around in this conversation.
So we're gonna poke around. We're gonna sneak.
Hmm.
Okay.
Uh,
I have passed it out, Trace.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
I'm
I was
gonna
worried
need
about
it.
our clink clank paladin.
Yeah, I mean, I have medium armor that gives me disadvantage as well on stealth checks, so the +10 will be needed.
You have plate?
What do I have? I have scale mail.
I hate that scale mail does that because it's literally worse than breastplate, which doesn't.
Yeah, but I think it's also not as expensive as breastplate.
Well, a breastplate on its own doesn't actually make very much noise if it's worn over a gambeson. It's when you start getting multiple pieces of plate together is when it starts making a lot of noise. And scale mail is also noisy.
But
I will
hey,
say scale mail is noisier than just a breastplate would be.
if you want to get me quieter armor, this is to find out if we can find it somewhere.
Not to go on an armor tangent, but it actually like that part makes sense to me.
But yeah, I'll be okay. I look over at Sorsha. I think you'll be okay. Gray, how? Actually, I don't think you're
Yeah.
usually pretty loud and announced, so I don't know how well I've seen you sneak in the 3 days I've known you.
They're an assassin.
Surprisingly, Greer has been the one who's been the problem in the game so far when it comes to sneaking.
But she's got like 1,000,000 stealth. And hooves.
But hey, if
That's like the best stealth.
if Sarah wants to give me breastplate that costs 400 gold, by the way, which I do not have, then for free, then I could take my disadvantage away.
Good.
Hint, hint, nudge, nudge, much.
All right. Do we want to head out? Or do we have anything else we need to discuss here?
Let's save the farm for next time, because my head is getting to me and people wanted to end on the earlier side tonight, so...
Yeah, we can definitely do that.
Okay.
This is a good spot.
It is, because there's a lot of things that are going to happen over there.
Yeah, it seems like the majority of people aren't down tonight.
But at least we got to play. That's the best part.
I really wanted to play, but my head didn't want to let me.
Yeah.
Yep, it happens. But at least we got to play. That's the part that matters.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, so we will go ahead and pause there. And for all of our wonderful viewers who have come to see us and to enjoy this campaign with us, despite how infrequently we get to play, thank you for joining us. If you're watching on Twitch, YouTube Live, or Facebook Live, thank you for joining us live streaming. If you are later watching this on the VODs on YouTube, we're also grateful to have you with us. But as we close out the session tonight, I just want to remind you that a little bit of chaos in your life is never a bad thing, especially when it's with a group of friends like these. And always remember that you are the legend beyond the dragon's tail. Good night, everyone.
Good night.